Hello, my name is Amanda Cole. I did my observation study at Garfield Elementary in the Boise School District. I worked in Miss Blackaller's first grade class. I am doing my summary presentation about self-esteem. So let's start with what is self-esteem? According to our book, Child, Family, School, Community by Roberta M. Byrne, self-esteem is the value one places on his or her identity. That could be found on page 387. Self-esteem as a whole is something very difficult for children to understand and grasp. Even it becomes hard for adults at sometimes too. Children at any age have a hard time understanding and controlling their feelings and emotions. They also have a hard time deciding how to be their own person. If you've ever worked with children, you've probably seen one child says something and the other one's like, "Oh yeah, me too." Then the next thing they say is in complete contrast to what they just said, and then that other student also changes their opinion on it because that's what their friend feels also. Children like to act like other people, whether it's a friend, a family member, or a character maybe from a TV show, book, movie, any of that. Children also have little worries about embarrassment. I've seen both sides of the spectrum on this one. There's sometimes where kids do whatever they want and they don't notice the outcome of anyone else seeing what's going on. Unlike adults and teenagers, they don't worry about what other people think about them. However, there's a few that I've met that are the complete opposite, and they're just little worry warts, and they're upset all the time because they don't want to upset others, or other people are saying, "You're not my friend," and stuff like that. That's always been hard for preschoolers and first graders, kindergartners. I've worked with all three of those age groups, and that's a big problem with them. For example, in my first grade class, there are a few students have really low self-esteem about answering questions because their first language is Spanish. So they have a hard time answering questions in front of the class because they're not great English speakers yet. They don't want to be the center of attention and be talking in a way that doesn't make sense to others. It's really easy for kids to point out differences in people because that's what they're figuring out at this time in their life is, why is this person not like me? Why is this girl not have the same parts as me? That is something that kids always are looking for answers. And it made it hard for the kids at Garfield who had another language other than English as their first language to step up to the plate and answer questions in front of everyone else, not knowing if it will come out correct in English. I added a check for understanding, just a short quiz that I made